Hello, my name is Jerry Bant with the Avaya Serviceability Engineering team. This video will show how to search for and view product-specific documentation on the Avaya support website. The URL is support.avaya.com. For this demo, I have accessed the support.avaya.com website and logged into my dashboard. If you don't have a login, you can still access most product documentation from the main web page, but you will not be able to access some content or features of the Avaya support website. The main support web page has a link to register for the site so you can have full access. To access product documentation, click on the Downloads and Documents link at the top of the page. The Downloads and Documents page appears. I will scroll down to the middle section of the page. Click on the field under Enter Your Products here to search for a specific product. You only need to enter a partial part of the name, and the web page will display a list of matches you can select from. Also, case is not important, so you can use lowercase and the web page will match a product even if part of the name is capitalized. For example, I'll enter lowercase COMM to search for Avaya Aura Communication Manager. The web page found several product name matches. Avaya Aura Communication Manager is in the middle of the list. Now click on the product name you want to view the documentation for. If the product has multiple releases, then a Choose Release field will appear. If you don't choose a release, the Documents page will display documents for all releases. However, that list could be quite large. So if you know the release you want to view documents for, click on the drop-down arrow and then select it from the list. I'll select Release 6.0.x. Then select Documents for the content type. A subset of popular document content types appear. You can choose one or more from this list. More content type choices will be available on the next page. I will select Product Support Notices and Product Correction Notices from the list. Now click the Enter button. The Downloads and Documents page updates with filter and document listing sections. The product name and release you selected are shown above the new sections. Under Content Type, you will notice that Product Support and Product Connection Notices are selected with check marks. These are the ones that I selected on the previous page. The Document List section will only display these types of documents for Communication Manager for the 6.0.x release. The listing shows content type, the document title, and the date. I will now scroll down to the end of the Document List section. If there are more documents than can be shown in the list, there will be a lighter gray area under the dark gray scroll bar. You can click on the lighter gray area or use the scroll bar to display additional documents in the list. If a document title is too long to fully display on the list, you can put the cursor over the title. The full title will then display. I'm going to scroll up again to show the filter section. To see all the documents for a product and release, you can click on the Select All link under Content Type. Check marks appear next to all the content types, and the document list refreshed with all the documents. You can use the scroll bar for the list to move up and down the document list. If the number of documents is large, you may experience some delays in scrolling the list. Also, it may be difficult to find a particular document in a large list. So it is usually best to clear all document selections and then only select a few content types to narrow your search list. I will demo using the Clear All and then selecting just a few content types. As I selected each content type, the document list refreshed. As I scroll down the page, you'll see the number of documents in the list is much smaller. To view a specific document, click on the title. I'll click on Installing and Configuring Avaya Aura Communication Manager. The document is downloaded and then displays. This may take a few moments depending on the size of the document. However, notice it does not display in a new tab or browser window. So if you want to go back to the previous documentation page, you must click on the Browser Back button. Be careful not to click twice or you will go back 2 pages. The previous documentation web page displays. Now I will scroll up to show some idiosyncrasies of this web page. You'll notice the product name no longer displays, but the release does. However, the web page remembers the selected product name and will continue to only display documents for that product. Also, my selections under content type have been cleared. If you want to view additional documents, then you will need to select the appropriate content types to refresh the list. This time I will select white papers. The document list did refresh to just show white papers. I can also select a different Communication Manager release to see documents specific to that release. To demo this, I'll change the release to 5.2.x. The document list refreshed to show the white papers associated with the CM 5.2.x release. However, you'll notice that the check next to white papers disappeared. Again, if you want to see different content types, then you would select what you would like to view. You can also change the product by typing part of the name into the product field and then selecting the product you want from the list displayed. For example, if I want product call management system, I'll enter call space MAN in the product field. Now I'll click on Call Management System from the displayed list. Now I need to choose a release from the drop-down list. I selected the latest release of 16.3.x. Even though the check mark next to End of Sale Notices does not display, the web page remembered that I had checked this for the previous product. Now I'll select some other content types to refresh the document list. The document list refreshed to display the content types that I selected. This concludes the demo on how to search for and view product-specific documentation from the Avaya support website. Thank you for your time today. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. For more details or related information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.